Hello, and welcome back to the Finance Workout. So, my name is Joy, in case you haven't met me before. Yes, today's topic is the comfort zone. Yes, I want to talk about that. How many times have you ever been in a situation that you feel a little bit unhappy with? And what have you done about it? Have you just complained a little bit about it, or have you instantly done something? Now, if you have just kind of pondered around the situation for a while, don't worry, you're not alone. Most of us have done that many times. But today I want to tell you that you should absolutely stop with this procrastination and excuses. Because if you tell yourself that, oh, well, you're not happy with this situation, but oh, well, there's not much you can do about it because it's not, in your hands, I'm sure there's something else you can do to change your situation. There is always an option. You just have to, really want to change that. So let me give you a few tools that will help you start doing that and start coming out of your comfort zone, because it is only when we leave that zone that we find true happiness in challenging ourselves to do better, because we can always do better. And I'm going to take it obviously to the financial side of things, because that is what I do and that is what I love and that is what I hope to help you with. So I might have spoken about this somewhere else if you've read or followed me for a little while, but I absolutely love this. I think it's gospel and it's the SMART goals, starting with something that is simple, it is measurable, it is realistic, it is achievable, and it is something that you can tie to a specific time frame. These are the 5 letters of the word SMART, and it should really help you make your goal something tangible, because it's all good and well having a dream, but if you don't make a plan of it and make a goal of it, it will remain a dream forever. And what we want is for our dreams to come true. So I am going to give you a few tips about budgeting. However, prior to giving you these tips, what I would like to quickly point out is that, you hear a lot about budgeting, but personally, I prefer to refer to it as planning, because there is quite a big difference. I come from a background of working in finance, specifically around reporting. I have helped many companies set their budgets, forecast, and come back and review them, because what is the point of setting a budget and a plan if you do not come back to review it to make sure that you are still on track? And this is what we call variance analysis. Number 1 in our plan is going to be to identify what are our key strategies. What are your goals? What is your main goal right now? An example, in a fantasy world where your dream house costs £100,000 and you need to put down a 10% deposit on that £100,000, i.e. £10,000, you're starting from nothing, meaning you have no savings. How are you going to save £10,000? Now, what you need to do is step back and look at what you currently have, right? So that would be step 2, looking at what are your resources and what is your savings rate. So 10,000, saving that in 1 year, is that realistic for you? Divided by 12, how much have you got? It's less than £1,000. Can you save that each month? You need to be able to decide that. You can use the 50, 30, 20% rule to just have a rough idea. If you're earning £1,000 per month, obviously you cannot save £1,000 per month, because you're going to have other expenses that you're going to need to spend your money on. So set a deadline, use that SMART goal to determine what is a realistic time frame in which you can achieve that goal. So if you have to save 1,000 per month and you're only earning 1,000 per month, that is not a realistic goal. Maybe divide that in half. Maybe use the 50, 30, 20% rule, so you're saving at least 20% a month. If that means 200, so what is it going to take you 5 years to save 10,000? Well, maybe there are more strategies that you can think about of how you can increase your income and your resources so that you are able to achieve that goal sooner. Number 4 would be knowing what your absolute minimum necessities are in terms of spending, your rent or your food, things that you cannot go without, you absolutely need. Number 5 will then be obviously going and looking at what your variable costs are, i.e. your wants. That could be anything from going out with your friends for dinner, going on a trip, maybe an expense that you have but it's paid once a year, so you have to kind of know that that's going to come around eventually and you can plan for it over the year. So you know in, I don't know, September, you're going to have a bill of 200, whether you like it or not, might be your insurance on your car or anything else. And what you need to do, just divide that by 12 so that you, every month you're putting money aside for it so that when it actually comes the time to pay it, it's not something that is unexpected and you are ready for it. Then we would start, obviously now we know what is our free cash flow after we have dealt with all of our spending. Now also in tackling your debt, that's something you want to get rid of because you're paying high interest on those debts. So that is taking away from money from you that you could be saving instead. So if you have more than one debt, you try and use the snowball effect, meaning you should try and pay off your highest interest debt and also the smallest ones first. So say you have one debt that is 5,000, another one is 1,000, and you know, what is your minimum payment on the 1,000? Is it £25 a month? Then are you able to actually pay £100 a month on it so that you can get rid of it as soon as possible? Once you've gotten rid of that one, then you tackle the next one until you are clear of your debts. And then you get into the interesting side of things, which is where you can actually start saving at a more aggressive rate, because obviously the less debt you have, the more you can save. And again, I'm not saying that you should exclusively only pay off your debt and forget about your savings. You do need to have some minimum savings because life happens. You want to have an emergency fund saved, so something that if all of your streams of income absolutely stop, you lose your job, whatever other payments you receive absolutely stop, that you can survive for a period of time until you find your next job or your next source of income. So that is normally somewhere but as a minimum of 3 months to ideally more of a 6 months to 9 months if you are a very risk averse person and you feel more comfortable having a bigger cushion. Are very exciting moments when you are able to start dreaming big and taking bigger steps towards your saving rates. And finally, just, I think this will be number 8, potentially, just be flexible because life happens and unexpected things happen and you might be set back on your goals, but that is okay. And, don't forget to live and in your now, do not constrain yourself, do not fall into the myth of this budget being something very restrictive. You want to enjoy life, but also, there needs to be a balance. That's why in life, it's all about balance. You do not want to forget about your future self because, your future self will thank you when tomorrow comes, because tomorrow will come. But you don't want to restrict yourself where it's all about now and today, and when your future self comes, they'll be like, dude, why? So yeah, have fun with it, enjoy, and never forget to plan as well. All right, well, thanks for listening. I hope this has helped you. And yes, if you would like to get a free expense tracker, don't forget to get that from my website. I'll leave the link below. You can download that for free. And if you want to take your goals seriously, you can purchase my budget that will be able to help you with your goals. You can set a number in, you can then track your debt payments, your investments, your saving goals. It's a fantastic tool and you will have that with you for life. So, it's really an investment in yourself and saving you lots of time to figure out how to build an Excel sheet from scratch and figuring out all the formulas. It's already done everything for you and I am sure you will love it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I wish you best of luck with your goals.